Welcome back to 90 Seconds Plus, and today we're back chatting to Deputy Mayor Tom Campbell. A couple of things you announced this week that you're standing for, or put your hat in the ring for the mayoralty next year.
Yep.
So tell us about it.
I did look, I had intended to wait until about December before I made up my mind.
Yep.
But when you're acting as mayor, it's natural that everybody you meet asks you,
Yes.
are you going to stand?
Yes.
And you kind of tell half truths.
Yes.
And I'd rather just be honest and say to people. So I had already made up my mind that I am going to stand. So, so I've been honest and said that I will.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll be good. And also, you did a great job covering for Nobby while he's away, and so it'll be good, I guess, have a sort of a continuous sort of flow maybe next year, depending if everything goes your way.
Nobby and I are different people. We've got different styles.
Yep.
We don't agree in everything.
Yep.
But actually, the general direction I think is the same.
Yes. You've got some
That's
common
right.
ground.
Good governance, good management. Keep the rates down.
Yep.
No silly vanity projects.
Yes.
Get the machinery of the city running well.
Yep.
And that's what Nobby's been trying to drive, and that was really why I joined the ticket a year ago. So 18 months ago.
Yeah, no, that's good. It's been, as I said, it's been fun. It's been interesting to watch you guys back and forth and how you both handle things. You have got certainly a difference in style, but also, as I said, that common ground, I guess.
But anyway, Nobby's back and full of vim.
Yes.
And he's hit the ground running at 100 miles an hour, and everybody's trying to keep up with him. So it's great to see him back and, fit as a fiddle. I know he's not really fit as a fiddle, but you'd think he was.
Yeah. Oh, he's looking a lot healthier again.
Yeah.
It's funny how he was going to cut back because of the stress and everything else, but he still seems to be full on again.
And I think he's added to be honest with you. I think he's added a lot. He spent a lot of time thinking.
Yes.
And what he was thinking about was other things that he'd like to do while he was mayor. So I think the list that he had, which, I know he said to Robbie before to, pan around and look at the whiteboard. I think you'll find there's twice as many things on it now as there was a month ago. Totally. So, and he'll not get all of them done, but it is good to have continuity, I think. Yeah. So there's nothing worse than, taking off, every 3 years, taking off in a completely different direction. We've got a good council, we're behind the long-term plan. If we can keep going with that and don't get distracted into, silly vanity projects like bring back tram cars or something.
Oh, yes,
easy to bring back Buck, and he's nearly 70. If we don't get distracted, then, I think, we'll have a good outcome for the city.
So, Tom, should you become mayor next year, what's a couple of ideas or pet projects that you'd like to sort of drive?
Yeah. Well, to be honest, probably no pet projects. Yeah. I mean, the last few months, one of the good things of being acting mayor is you get to talk to a lot of people. Yeah. And what they say to me is big issues for them, housing, for sure, we need to work on that, and cost of living.
Yes.
And I really don't think that we can keep going back, drawing from the bank of mum and dad ratepayer to fund things, right? Yeah. What we're going to have to do is find ways of just being more efficient as an organisation. Yeah. And, because actually that well is dry.
Yes.
People are already feeling the pinch. We can't just keep increasing the rates. So we're an organisation, Invercargill City Council, assets of 1.5 billion. Revenue and spending about 150 million. 10% improvement in that. I suppose we were 10% more efficient. Yeah. That's 15 million.
Yes, true.
That's 20% on rates or off rates.
Yes.
So you can easily get 10% less efficient just by unwise spending, or maybe we can get 10% more efficient. Yeah. Well, as I say, that's 20% a raise. Looking at it another way, we'd fund $100 million from the bank paid off over 5 years. Right.
Yes.
So I think we got it. There are of course there are things we want to do. I mean, you and I, certainly council, could fill 10 whiteboards in half an hour, right?
What we'd like.
Stuff we'd like to do, but you got to be able to afford it. Yeah. And I think we really have to move away from the idea that we just keep increasing rates and look at ourselves and say, well, how can we get more efficient?
And also look at some of the assets on how they can give a better return.
Well, exactly.
New revenue stream from those.
Exactly. So it would be a mixture of increased efficiency, but also getting more money from our assets. And actually, a great guy to talk to about this is Grant Dermody. And if you watch the live streams, and I know you do, at council, Grant never misses an opportunity to beat that drum. So you should have a chat to him, and I think that is where we've got to go, because the well is dry.
Yes. Yeah, it's actually being wiser and clever with our assets and what money the council does have, and getting that better return, because in turn everyone wins. The ratepayers, the community wins. Yeah.
And making more money out of our assets doesn't just mean selling the crown jewels. I mean, anybody can do that. Yeah. It means actually running them more efficiently too. Yep. So we've got electricity in Invercargill, we've got the airport, we've got the investment in Invercargill Central. These are assets that we can maybe get, if we run them even better than we do now, we can get some more revenue back from. So say we get 5% more from that, and we get 5% from just increased efficiency. Yep. That's 10%. Yep. That's 15 million. And as I say, that's 20% of rates.
Yes. Thanks for that, Tom. Don't forget, this weekend we've got the wrestling, Fight for Gold, this Saturday night. So make sure you get your tickets. And until next week, see you later.